Hello everybody and welcome to the last week, 15 and 16. I put the modules together. You'll understand why after you go through the checklist and watch this video. So here are the objectives, the outcomes, the checklist, the overview video. The prompt is here. The essay will be due by Tuesday, June 6th. And then the discussion board, we're not going to use it as a discussion board. We'll use it for our final essay revising. So let me go in here. If you read these over, you're going to submit your rough copy of your essay, your final essay, by Saturday, June 3rd. While you're there, do what you did in the last one. Look for another students and reserve their essay. For example, Kevin, I will revise your essay. There is no editing, I just want revising this time. Therefore, you don't need to include the works cited page. I think the revising is more important than the editing, because the editing you should be doing by yourself anyway. And, which brings me to another point, there should be no errors. These are take-home essays. There should be absolutely no editing errors whatsoever. So, if you've noticed, I do hit you hard for those. Next. So, submit your rough copy here by Saturday, June 3rd. Reserve somebody else's. Then what you're going to do is, by Monday, June 5th, you are going to copy and paste or attach your formal outline revising of the other student's essay. I'll show you that. It'll make more sense when I show you the document. And then I want you to also, after you submit it to the discussion board, so again, your rough copy goes in Saturday, June 3rd. Reserve somebody else's. Then by Monday, June 5th, you will submit the revising, which is going to be a formal outline, which I'll show you how to do here. You can copy and paste it or attach it. Since it's going to be a formal outline, I think you should just attach the document to a thread, and then the other student can open it. Also, that a document that you put in the thread for the student to read, you're also going to submit it to me so that I can grade it through that way, like we do the initial postings for the discussion boards, which I'll show you in a minute. So, well, what is he talking about? What is Kevin talking about? Formal outline here. Let's open this up. I'm going to open it right in the window here. You can read this. It's the essay requirements, etc., etc., etc. And then down here, peer revising requirements. If you go to page 63 in your book, it gives you a nice formal outline. But I've given you suggestions here, but it'll look like something like this, what I've done. And I took this from Gabriela Ramos's paper. So if you're going to outline it, obviously you're going to start with the thesis. I typed in her whole thesis. Then I gave her some feedback. Her essay thesis was great. It had parallelism. She covered the subtopics, and she made it in one sentence. You can have a thesis statement in more than one sentence. However, I think it's weaker. And I did put this up above. I have never written a thesis statement in 2 sentences in my whole career of writing. But that's your style choice. Then, after you've done the thesis, given some feedback, sorry about that. Again, the instructions here, you can follow them. And then here, then the next is the body paragraph 1. I put her topic sentence. Her topic sentence was, schools are not prepared when football players get seriously injured. And then I thought, well, I gave the support. How does she support this topic? She said that there was a player who was sent back into a game after a head injury, and the school said it was okay. But the father started to get worried, so he called in an ambulance. And then the feedback I gave, I thought she did well. First of all, I thought that her topic sentence connected back to the thesis statement, because she said schools are not prepared, injuries. Again, if you look at her thesis, this connects directly to it. Then the topic sentence, was the topic sentence supported? It was. At first I thought it was kind of, oh, maybe she doesn't have enough. But the example was really good that she used. So she had a major detail and a minor detail, and they were really good. And everything was relevant. She stayed on topic. Then you will do that for the remainder of the paragraphs. And when you come to the opposing, since it's an argumentative, one of these body paragraphs should be the opposing. Do the same thing, but then I also want you to add, did they refute this paragraph well, and did they make it known or explicit that it was going to be the opposing? However, there are those who oppose or disagree, something like that. And then the conclusion, we know there are 4 or 5 different ways we can write a conclusion. Gabriella she used a strong conclusion that reviewed the key points, and then she used a conclusion that also recommendation for change. And again, all of this here, body paragraphs, I give you ideas what should be there, conclusion paragraphs, and then this is what your setup should look like. Now, since you're going to be doing a outline, it may be easier, instead of copying and paste this into the discussion board when you do the revising for another student, just to attach your copy right to the thread and send it to them. And then also that thread, that same copy, you're going to have to send to me so I can correct it. And where is that going to go? Let me show you. Bear with me here. And if you've noticed before I jump there, I learned how to put a link here. So instead of always having to go back, forward, back over to the menu, you can hit return to week 15-16 module, and then it brings you right back to the module. So the final essay revising, this is the discussion board, and then when you put the attachment here for the actual revision that you've done on Monday, June 5th, you're also going to submit it here like you would your initial post if it were a regular discussion board. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know about that. And again, I have the link, take you back to the discussion or to the regular module. So again, overview. The main thing, the final essay revising, and then the course evaluation. The course evaluation is anonymous. And there's a question in there that sometimes students fail my class, but the next question is, have you learned anything? Even if you failed the class, has your writing improved? I hope it has. And I don't usually have a lot of failures, so don't worry, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, everybody, if you have any questions, please let me know. Please read over the prompts, the requirements for the revising, and watch this video before you ask me any questions. Okay, everybody, take care.